What if I told you there was once a car that could fold itself to the width of a bar stool and fit through your garden gate? Ladies and gentlemen, today we're talking about a French car so weird, so rare, and so brilliant, it makes my neighbor Bob scream, "Alien technology!" Hey! Every time he sees a photo. It's not a spaceship, it's not a cocktail shaker, it's the 1951 Reyonnah, the only car that could parallel park in a Parisian broom closet. This thing was built by Robert Hannoyer, a Parisian mechanic who took one look at post-war parking laws and said, "Screw it, I'll build a car that folds in half like my uncle's lawn chair after 2 glasses of wine." But before we dive under the hood, if you like rare cars, dumb jokes, and micro-sized madness, hit that subscribe button like it owes you rent. Now, let's unfold this origami of automotive insanity. Let's set the scene. France, 1950s. Gasoline is scarce, roads are tight, and politicians are promising flying cars by 1960. Meanwhile, Hannoyer's like, let's give them a car that literally folds its front wheels under itself. And he did. This mad genius built a 4-wheeled microcar with tandem seating, like a motorcycle pretending to be a car, and gave it the most ridiculous party trick ever. When it's time to park, you lift the nose and the front wheels tuck in. Boom! Width goes from 4 feet 9 inches, 1.45 meters, to just 2 feet 5 inches, 0.75 meters. The body was pure aviation chic. Early prototypes were made of Duranox, an aluminium alloy so light, Bob thought the CIA was using it for spy pigeons. No doors either. You'd vault into it like a French stuntman sneaking home after curfew. The canopy? It tilted sideways, like it was trying to flirt with you. Inside, you had 2 seats, one for the driver, one behind it for the poor sucker who trusted the driver. Access? Over the side. Doors are for cowards. Later models had either a canvas roof or a proper hardtop with a sunroof, so you could feel the Paris drizzle on your face and your knees. Under the hood, above the hood technically, sat a 175 cubic centimeters AMC or Yidral 1-cylinder engine pumping out a vicious 8.5 horsepower. That's right, not 85, just 8.5. But thanks to the car's featherweight 440 pounds, 200 kilograms, it still managed a top speed of 43 miles per hour, 70 kilometers per hour. One special version hit 62 miles per hour, 100 kilometers per hour at Montlhéry, proving that, yes, even a microcar can have a midlife crisis. Transmission, manual, 3-speed, with a chain drive to the rear. Suspension was independent up front with parallelogram arms and a swing arm in the rear. Brakes? Hydraulic on all 4 wheels. More than I can say for Timmy's bike. Production? They planned a lot. They built 12. Yes, 12 cars total. As in, you've probably owned more microwaves in your life than there are Reyonnahs in existence. Today, only 4 are known to survive. That's more than Timmy's sober weekends last year. And while we're here, hats off to Hannoyer. He really tried. He showed it at 5 Paris auto shows, took it racing, entered economy runs, and even got a coach builder to offer production. But money never showed up. Kind of like Timmy's when it's time to split the dinner bill. This car might have been small, slow, and had the horsepower of an angry squirrel, but it dared to be different. It tackled post-war problems with creativity, style, and folding wheels. That deserves a nod. As for price, well, Reyonnah never really went into full production, but one pristine example, restored by the Bruce Weiner Microcar Museum, sold for a staggering $184,000 at RM Sotheby's. That's right, $184,000 for a folding French microcar. And you thought your wife overpaid for patio furniture. Folks, if you like this wild tale of French folding ingenuity, consider becoming a channel sponsor. That's less than what Timmy spends on fishing bait he never uses. The sponsorship link is in the description, right next to Bob's survival bunker blueprints. Thanks for watching, and remember, if your wheels don't fold under your car, is it even French? See you next time on Cool Ideas.